Hi, I'm JJ. Today I wanted to share with you one of my other passions besides reading, and that is blacksmithing. I got the opportunity to go back into the forge, and this week I started working on a scimitar, my first sword. But I wanted to share with you my favorite project so far, and that was a Damascus dagger that I designed. And before I get into showing you the dagger and giving you a book rec that reminds me of it, the dagger itself, I designed myself, made it myself, but it is inspired by Critical Role, the character of Yasha, and her sword, Magician's Judge. And for those of you who have no clue what I'm talking about, I wanted to give you a little extra content or context. So this is Yasha. I think she's awesome. And this is her long sword. There was no way I was going to be able to hold the sword that long since her character is extremely tall and the sword would be very long. So I turned it into a dagger. So my version is this. I'm very proud of it. It's very sharp. It's still quite big. It's almost short sword type, but I did make a few mistakes and stuff, but you can still see the beautiful design of the Damascus. And I tried to get the design similar to what she had on hers, with the little parts here that are kind of like spurs. That was an ordeal to figure out myself. And then this is brass, and the handle is actually burnt wood. So I put the handle on, put it together, and then I singed the wood until I got the color that I wanted. So I'm very proud of this dagger, and I'm very excited to be back in the forge and working on my first sword. And I will show you the progress as I get that for anyone interested, because I got to design that one myself too. So first I draw them out, and then I try to make it as similar to my vision as possible. But the reason I wanted to share with it to connect that passion with writing is the character that my dagger was based on is a D&D character, and I thought I would give you my favorite book rec that deals with or resembles playing a game of D&D. And I have mentioned it before when I talked about queer books that were my favorite, but the series is a 4-book series, and it's The Dark and Hollow Star. I love this series. The covers of all of them are fantastic. I'm sharing this one. This is the first in the series, and Nausicaa was one of the former Furies, and she's my favorite character, so I wanted to specifically show this cover. But the book is very queer, very delightful, has so much mythology to it. Like, they connect like the ancient myths like Greek and other mythologies to a modern day setting that has fairies and other mythical characters. And I wanted to also share with you, this is the last of the book. It's the Wild and Ruined Song. It's the last of the series. Once again, beautiful cover. I'm sharing this one specifically just because the sword. One day I would absolutely love to be able to make this sword. We shall see how my progress goes as I get better at blacksmithing, but it is a hobby, it is a passion of mine, and I absolutely love it. But the reason that these remind me of D&D is not just the fairies and the magical creatures and all that stuff, but they actually have the character. So Arlo actually was in a possession of dice from the Fate, the goddess Fate, and she could roll, and what she wanted to choose. She would, you know, come up with what she wanted to do while they were fighting the bad guys, and then she could stop time and roll the dice, and it would tell her the probability and likelihood of her being able to accomplish what her plan is, which is absolutely D&D. And so if you are new to D&D, if you like queer stories, if you like fantasy in general, if you just want a fun, wild ride, I definitely recommend Dark and Hollow Star. And if you want to keep updated with my reading choices as well as my journey into blacksmithing and see what other swords and daggers and things I create and how I can tie them into the books I read, stay tuned.